In the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Merciful. I am Muhammad Mansur Ali, English lecturer, Pirganj Fazil Degree Madrasa, Pirganj, Rangpur. Today I am going to talk about one modifier which is most important in English grammar, and there will have given 5 marks on this question, and this question will given in the question number 9, and this question will also carry 5 marks, and for the 5 marks there will be given 10 blank spaces. For each blank the marks will be 0.50, and most of the students feels this question is very hard or modifier is very hard, but I will say that it is a little bit hard. So to get 5 marks in this question, you have to know some basic rules so that you can attain or you can get full 5 marks in the examination. And I will discuss some basic rules of modifier, and you have to be attentive, and so that you can you can know the basic rules very easily. Okay, now I am going to talk about main topic, modifier. Modifier and modify. Modifier and modifying are two different parts of speech. Modifier is used as noun and modify is used as verb. So our main topic is modifier. Today I will try to make it very easy to you so that you can understand very easily about the rules of modifier. What is modifier? A word or group of words that gives additional information about a noun or other words is said to be modifier. This is the definition of modifier, and you have to have clear idea about modifier. And the example of modifier: a growing child needs nutritious food. A growing child needs nutritious food. A man with white beard came here yesterday. This is the example of modifier, and according to the example of modifier, we can say that modifier is divided into two types, or there are two types of modifier: pre-modifier and post-modifier. Now we have to know what is pre-modifier. A modifier which precedes a noun or other words is called pre-modifier. Example: a clever boy like you cannot do such foolish work. And the second example: the book is very interesting. And the third example: she always speaks softly with her parents. And the last example of pre-modifier: he always speaks very loudly. There are 4 examples here of pre-modifier. In the first example, a clever boy like you cannot do such foolish work. In this sentence or in this example, clever is adjective and boy is noun. Here clever has been used before boy, and it is also modifying the word boy. So we can say that clever is here has been used at modifier of boy, pre-modifier of boy. The second example, very is adverb and interesting is adjective. Here very has been used before interesting, and it is also modifying the word interesting. So we can say that very is here pre-modifier of interesting or pre-modifier of adjective. Third example, she always speaks softly with her parents. Here always is adverb, speaks is verb. Here always adverb has been used before verb, and here always is also modifying the word speaks, and it has been used before speaks. Here always has been used before speaks. As it has been used before speaks, so we can say that always is pre-modifier of speaks. Last example of pre-modifier, he always speaks very loudly. Here very is adverb, loudly is also adverb. Here very has been used before loudly, adverb, and it is modifying the word loudly, or it is also giving additional information about loudly. So we can say that very is pre-modifier of adverb or loudly. And post modifier, we have to know about the definition of post modifier, or which modifier we will call post modifier. A modifier which follows a noun or other words is called post modifier. Post means the word which is used after a noun or other words. Example of post modifier: the baby sleeping in the cot is healthy. Second example of post modifier: she is old enough to decide for herself. The third example: the boy speaks loudly. Rakif did the work well enough. These are the example of post modifier. Here I am showing why it is called post modifier. The baby sleeping in the cot is healthy. Here baby is noun, sleeping is adjective. Here sleeping is modifying the word baby. So as the word sleeping has been used after baby, so we can call the sleeping is post modifier of baby. She is old enough to decide for herself. In this example, or in this sentence, enough is adverb and old is adjective. Here adverb enough has been used after old, and as the word enough has been used after old, so it is working as post modifier of old. So we can say that enough is post modifier of old. The third example: the boy speaks loudly. In this example, speaks is verb and loudly is adverb. Here loudly, the adverb loudly has been used after verb, and it is modifying the word speaks. So we can say that here loudly has been used as post modifier of verb. Rakib did the work well enough. In this sentence, well is adverb, enough is also adverb. We know that adverb qualifies adverb. So from this point of view, as the enough has been used after adverb, so we can say that enough is here post modifier of adverb. Now the interesting thing is that you look at the pre-modifier and post modifier. Here boy is noun, interesting is adjective, speaks is verb, loudly is adverb, and here the clever has been used before noun, so it is called pre-modifier of noun according to the name of parts of speech. Here very has been used before interesting, it is adjective, so we can say that according to the parts of speech it is adjective modifier, adjective pre-modifier. Always is adverb and speaks is verb, as always has been used as pre-modifier of speaks, so we can say that this is pre-modifier of verb, and he always speaks very loudly. Here adverb has been used before adverb according to the parts of speech, so you can say that very is adverb pre-modifier or adverb pre-modifier. And now we come to back to the post modifier. In this sentence, Here baby is noun. After the word noun, sleeping is it has been used as post modifier. Here sleeping has been used after baby. So we can say that this is a noun post modifier. Here baby is noun, sleeping is adjective. Here we can say that according to the parts of speech, this is noun post modifier. The second sentence, old is adjective, enough is adverb. Here enough has been used after adjective, and according to the name of parts of speech, we can say that this is adjective post modifier. The boy speaks loudly. Here adverb has been used after verb. According to the name of parts of speech, we can say that this is verb post modifier. Rakib did the work well enough. Here well is adverb, enough is also adverb, and as the enough is modifying the word adverb, according to the name of parts of speech, we can say that this is adverb post modifier. Now we can see that according to the name of parts of speech, modifier has been divided into 4 types. Now I will show you about the different types of modifier according to the name of parts of speech. According to the name of pre-modifier and post-modifier, there are 4 types of modifier. Number 1, you can write down on your khata. Number 1, noun pre-modifier. Noun pre-modifier, pre-modifier and post-modifier. 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 Number 2, adjective. Adjective pre-modifier. Pre-modifier and post-modifier. Post-modifier. Number 3, verb modifier. Verb pre-modifier. Pre-modifier and post-modifier. Post-modifier. Number 4, adverb modifier. Adverb pre-modifier, modifier and post-modifier. Modifier. And these classes of pre-modifier and post-modifier is given name according to the parts of speech. And if the modifier modify the noun is called, it will be called noun modifier. If the word or group of words modify adjective, it will be called adjective modifier. If the word or group of words modify a verb, it will be called verb modifier. And if the word or group of words modify an adverb, it will be called adverb modifier, that I have shown you in the previous example. According to pre-modifier and post-modifier, we knew that there are 4 classes of pre-modifier and post-modifier according to the name of parts of speech. Now we will know which words or group of words will be used as pre-modifier of noun. Noun pre-modifier. Which words or group of words will be used as pre-modifier of noun? Number one, noun pre-modifier. Now we'll know noun pre-modifier. Noun pre-modifier. Noun pre-modifier. Which word or group of words will be used as pre-modifier of noun? Number one, determiners. Determiners is an important part of English grammar. Here determiner will be used as pre-modifier of noun. Now we'll know which words or group of words will be determiners. Number one, determiners. Determiners. Which words are used as determiners? We know that there are many kinds of determiners in English grammar. The first one, determiners, articles. Articles is used as predeterminer of noun. We know that there are three articles: a, an, and the. There are three articles in English grammar, and these articles is used as predeterminer, pre-modifier of noun. Number two, demonstratives. Demonstratives. We know that demonstratives. These are demonstratives. This, that, this, and those. These are called demonstratives. And these words also is used predeterminer of noun. Number three, possessive. Possessive are my, our, your, his, her, their, my, our, your, his, her, their, its, Korim, etc. These are possessive. These words are used as a predeterminer of noun. Number four, numerals. Which are numerals? Now I am showing, writing on the whiteboard. Numerals: 2, TW, 2, 3, 4, etc. These are numerals. And last one is quantifiers. Quantifiers. Which are quantifiers? Okay. Now see on the whiteboard. Quantifiers: many, mass, other, another, another little, a little, few, a few, a few, etc. Sorry, few is every, etc. etc. These are the determinants, and these determinants play an important role in English grammar to modify noun. Now I will show how determinants have been used in sentence as pre-modifier of noun. A lazy, a lazy boy cannot shine in life. A lazy boy cannot shine in life. Here lazy is adjective, and before adjective a is modifier, pre-modifier of lazy. Lazy, but I will show you how determiner is used as pre-modifier of noun. A boy, a boy was playing football. A boy was playing football. Here a has been used as pre-modifier of noun. Boy is here noun. A is pre-modifier of noun, and this is article. Here article has been used as pre-modifier of noun. Now I will show how demonstratives modify a noun. B number, this shirt is very nice. This shirt is very nice. Here this is demonstrative. It has been used as pre-modifier of shirt. Here shirt is noun. I am wiping out the determiners. I will show another determiners as used as pre-modifier of noun. Possessive. How possessive modify a noun. D. My father is a teacher. My father is a teacher. Here my has been used before noun father. Here father is noun and my is possessive. Here possessive is giving additional information about noun, my father. So here my has been used as pre-modifier of noun. According to the name of possessive, you can say that this is pre-modifier of noun. Possessive plus numerals. Now I will show you how numerals is used as pre-modifier of noun. E. There are two boys. There are two boys. There are two boys in the field. There are two boys in the field. Here two is numerals, boys is noun. Here two has been used before noun as pre-modifier. So we can say that this is pre-modifier. Last. quantifiers. Quantifiers, we know that quantifiers is used as a pre-modifier of noun. Now I am showing you. Now I'm going to clear it as quantifiers. I need mass money. I need mass money. Here money is noun, mass is quantifier. Here mass has been used before noun. Here as I have said that noun is noun. Here mass is quantifier. It has been used as modifier of a noun, and it is modifying the word noun. So we can say that this is pre-modifier of noun. So this is the technique of using pre-modifier of noun with determiners, and we know that adjective is used as pre-modifier of noun. Adjective is used as pre-modifier of noun. Now I am giving example or showing the use of adjective as pre-modifier of noun. Adjective. Adjective as pre-modifier of noun. Adjective is used as pre-modifier of noun. Example. Now I am making it clear to you. Adjective pre-modifier. A clever boy like you cannot do such foolish work. Foolish work. A clever boy like you cannot do such foolish work. Here clever is adjective, boy is noun. Here adjective clever has been used before noun. From this point of view, we can say that this is pre-modifier of noun. Pre-modifier of noun, and clever is giving additional information about noun. And here I will show you an interesting thing that if we make sentence without clever, and this will give us clear meaning or complete meaning. If we cover this word, a boy like you cannot do such foolish work. This is sentence. This is complete sentence. And here this word is giving additional information about boy. A clever boy. A clever boy. And from this point of view, we can say that clever is giving additional information about boy. More example. B. A lazy man cannot shine in life. A lazy man cannot shine in life. This is the example of pre-modifier of noun. Here lazy is adjective, man is noun. As adjective lazy has been used before noun, so we can say that this is pre-modifier of noun. Pre-modifier of noun. Here lazy is adjective, and we are discussing about adjective can be used as pre-modifier of noun. So this is pre-modifier. And now the next sentence is present participle. Present participle is used as pre-modifier of noun. Number 3, present participle. Present participle. Present participle as pre-modifier. Present participle as noun pre-modifier. Noun modifier present participle as noun pre-modifier. Present participle is used as pre-modifier of noun. Now I am making it clear to you with example. A growing child. A growing child needs nutritious food. A growing child needs nutritious foods. Look at the whiteboard here. Growing child. Here growing, grow, GROW. Grow is principal verb, and with the principal verb I have added ing. And here you may have questions. What is present participle? We know that verb plus ing, verb plus and the principal verb plus ing, it is present participle, and it is also here has been used pre-modifier of noun. A growing child, here growing has been used before child, as growing has been used before child, so we can say that and the growing its name is present participle, and this is clear that present participle can be used as pre-modifier of noun. Here child is noun, growing has been used as adjective, and this is present participle as a noun pre-modifier. For example, a blooming flower. A blooming flower looks very nice. A blooming flower looks very nice. Here blooming, bloom is present form, and with the present form I have added ing, and it is present participle. Already I have said that present participle is verb plus ing. Verb plus ing is used as a present participle. Here blooming is present participle. This participle has been used before noun. Flower is noun. So here we have seen that present participle can be used as a pre-modifier of noun. Here child is noun, flower is noun, and before noun growing is participle has been used, and here blooming is present participle, it has been used before flower. So we can say that, we can undoubtedly say that present participle can be used as pre-modifier of noun. Past participle. Past participle is also used as a pre-modifier of noun. Number 4, past participle. Past participle. Past participle as pre-modifier, noun pre-modifier, noun pre-modifier, noun pre-modifier. Participle. What is participle? Participle, we know that the second form of verb, a strong verb, weak verb, the second form of a strong verb and weak verb is called past third form of verb of past participle, strong verb and weak verb is called past participle. Past participle, I want to make it clear. Past participle, the third form of verb, the third form of a strong verb or weak verb is called past participle, and past participle is used as pre-modifier of noun. I am making it clear with the example how past participle is used as pre-modifier of noun. A burnt child. A burnt child dreads the fire. A burnt child dreads the fire. Here burn, burn, burn is present form, and here nt has been added, sorry, t has been added. Burnt, burnt, a burnt child dreads the fire. Here burnt is past participle form, it has been used before noun. Child is noun here. As here the word burnt is past participle and it is used before, has been used before child, so we can say, we can undoubtedly say that burnt is, sorry, this is past participle, has been used as a pre-modifier of noun. Another example, a, sorry, we do not drink polluted water. We do not drink polluted water. Here polluted is past participle form of verb. It has been used before noun water. As here polluted is past participle form of verb and it has been used before noun. So we can say that past participle form of verb can be used as pre-modifier of noun. Now I will show you noun adjective. Noun adjective. What is noun adjective? It may be new to you that, but noun modifier, noun adjective is when two nouns are used side by side. The first noun is called adjective and it has been used as pre-modifier of the second noun. Number 5. Noun adjective. Noun adjective and noun adjective as noun adjective as noun pre-modifier. Pre-modifier. Now I am making it clear with example how noun adjective is used as pre-modifier of a noun. I am going to my country house. Country house. Now I am going to my country house. Here country is noun, house is also noun. Here two nouns have been used side by side. And country house. Here country is modifying the word house and it is modifying, here country is modifying the word house, as these are two nouns have been used side by side. So we have to say, we can say that here country is adjective. Country has been used as adjective and it is modifying the noun house. So we can say that noun can be used as pre-modifier of noun. Another example, the tea table. Tea table of Otto B. The tea table of Otto B is very fine. The tea table of Otto B is very fine. Tea table. These are two nouns have been used side by side. Tea is noun, table is noun. Here the first noun has been used as pre-modifier, has been pre-modifier of the second noun. Tea is here noun adjective. We have I have said that, I have mentioned that when two nouns will be used side by side, the first noun will be called adjective. So these are the noun adjective and they have been used before noun. And from this point of view, from this example, we can say that a noun adjective can be used as pre-modifier of a noun. Compound noun. Compound noun. Compound noun. Compound noun is used as pre-modifier of noun. At first, we have to know what is compound noun. Noun plus noun, or noun plus adjective, or adjective plus adjective is used as compound noun. Compound noun. Compound noun as noun pre-modifier. Compound noun as noun pre-modifier. Compound noun is noun pre-modifier. What is compound noun? When two noun plus noun, or noun plus adjective, or adjective plus adjective will be used as single word, it will be called noun. Compound noun. Compound noun. Now I would like to give example of compound noun as pre-modifier of noun. A hard working student. A hard working student can shine in life. A hard-working student can shine in life. Here, hard-working. Here, hard-working. Hard is adjective. Working is noun. Working is noun. Here, hard plus noun has been used as pre-modifier of student. Here, student is a noun. And already I have said that noun plus noun, or adjective plus noun, or adjective plus adjective makes compound noun. Here hard working is compound noun, and compound noun has been used before student. Here student is noun, and this is the pre-modifier of noun. Here hard working has been used as pre-modifier of noun. So we knew that these words are used as pre-modifier of noun, and if we have a clear idea about the basic rule of modifier, I think that the fairness of on modifier will be removed. And today I discussed about the modifier classification, origin of modifier, classification of modifier, and different types of pre-modifier and post-modifier, and which words or words can be used as pre-modifier of noun. And then I will show you which words can be used as post-modifier of noun. And for this you have to keep watching my online class so that you can make better result in the examination, especially on modifier. Thank you very much, and I would like to welcome again to watch my online class, and best wishes to you all, and take care. Bye.